Oh, folks, and welcome back to Grim Dawn. Sorry about me being off in the last set. I think it's the withdrawal kicking in a different way now. It's done making me feel nauseous. It's screwing with my head instead. Oh, Countess. My God, those shoulder pads. I've only really acknowledged them now. My eyes have been elsewhere. Those belts. But, my God, those shoulder pads. Oh, certainly does have to be worried of being stabbed in the side or the side of the neck or the back. Needs spaghetti arms to reach there. Alright, let's continue the dungeon. The Briarthorn thing you can pop in easier than the other stuff. The other stuff actually requires you to stop. What level do these scale to? 3. Oh, good. I was worried. Was it one chance thing? Fuck! No. It's all good. Whoa, frozen heart. I know I can get stuff off these, but I really don't. I really just want to run by. They drop stuff, but it's. I just don't care. I just don't care. I have plenty of potions, I have plenty of stuff. I just want to keep moving. Reduced defensive ability, but greater offensive. It's only minus 30 to defensive ability. Now I do over 10,000 damage. Okay, I need to check over this way. That way had the journal tree. This way should have the journal page 2. Also, plenty of rep for Homestead. It's also a little hard to see the screen right now. It's currently daytime. Let me fiddle with my brightness for a sec. Okay. Does that even have an impact? Maybe I'll crank up the brightness in-game instead. Wait, is that even an option? We can make we can improve how stuff looks here. Okay. I want to say that actually does help a little. Could be a trick of the mind though. Is the gamma what I'm looking for? Sure. Okay, if these are helping anything, I just don't see it. I'm not actually even sure what the gamma means. I just remember, I swear I remember fiddling with it in one thing and it actually helping with the, the brightness. But I could be thinking of something entirely else. Memory is so vague. So much homestead rep. And remember, I'm now hated with beasts, so I'll be finding plenty of beast heroes here. Also, I made a reference to beast stars last time. Yeah, that was actually an intentional reference to that manga. I think they're getting an anime. But, yeah. I remember seeing a few pages of it online. People were sharing it around like, oh, this is a cute thing, or whatever. So yeah, it seems interesting. Don't know too much about it. Like, I saw a bit of it talking on, Wikipedia, and then obviously the others talking about it on, like, I think it was Tumblr. But beyond that, I don't really know too much. It's kind of like a Zootopia kind of setting, but they apparently handle that kind of topic differently to how Zootopia does. But again, that's just going by what what people were saying. I actually haven't really seen stuff much myself. I haven't actually seen Zootopia, and oddly enough, it's called Zootropolis here, or Zoopolis here, in Europe, or at least Ireland. I don't really get that. Seems like an odd change. But then again, didn't they change Harry Potter between the States and Europe? In America, it's Sorcerer's Stone, but Europe, it's Phosphorus. I don't get that. Oh yes, I keep forgetting this water is acid. You just think it's water, but no. Remember, slits actually turn water into acid. It's just we went through that slit then without that ever being an issue. And this is like the only place where it's an issue. But to a certain extent, it does make sense for here to have it. This has been probably their base of operations for an ungodly amount of time. You'd figure it probably was cleared out when, the guy was arrested. But, who knows, maybe it wasn't. Maybe these have been holed up in here since. Oh, nice. Found the other lectern. Really do need to upgrade that ability. Have it only on the first level. I've been putting my points into everything else. Too many things, not enough points. I need to actually reallocate everything. Okay, there's Journal 2. A slit pure blood. Interesting. So odd the amount of arm bits in here. Like if the arm bits are a recent thing, as as a currency, which has been pretty much stated, not explicitly, but it's been heavily implied. Like the other guy stole away with a ton of gold and gems, but we never take it. We use iron bits now. It's odd for this place to be stored with so much. At Helen's recommendation, I've chosen the lowly green swamp adder as the basis of my experiment. Its short lifespan and rapid shedding skin made for a malleable test subject. The initial results seemed promising at first. Using high concentrations of Aether energy, we were able to instill various mutations within the specimens, creating new limbs or inducing gigantism. Unfortunately, when the specimen survives beyond a couple of weeks, their higher brain function being seemingly incapable of handling the introduction of additional bodily elements. For our second batch of experiments, we molded the adders with a few globals captured by local trappers. The results were curious to say the least. While this was not the breakthrough I was looking for, we seemed to be heading in the right direction. The dull mind of a global was capable of adapting to its new body, but its primitive and disgustingly malformed physique would see me become the dull mind of a global was capable of adapting to its new body, but its primitive and disgustingly malformed physique would see me become the laughingstock of my colleagues. Now I must see this true to its logical conclusion. Helen may frown upon it, but the next step seems clear as day to me. Human transmutation. I have sent Helen and Elena away for the summer to visit family in the capital, while I continue my work alone. I tasked a few unsavory individuals to gather volunteers for the next stage of my research, mere vagrants and rovers, people nobody would miss. The fees they charged were considerable, but I'll pay any price when I'm so close to my breakthrough. The samples arrived in the middle of the night, delivered to their cells as promised. My collaborators took their pay and left promptly, without asking any questions. Frankly, they looked a bit disturbed. But I was unfazed. They are but simpletons, unable to fathom the importance of my work. The specimens begin stirring by morning, their frightened cries echoing throughout the lab. I explained to them that they were selected for an important duty, that their lives would finally have meaning and purpose. The scum should be thanking me, said they cursed me as a madman and a criminal. I dismissed their accusations and got to work. There was much to be done. Oh, he descended to madness quickly, like my god. It's like the people at the gate. Ooh, gate's closed. Let's rape children. You know, I got me a lab. Let's go, mad scientist. They want to brawl out there, that's fine. But I'm not joining them. Damn it, now I got the Spice Girls song stuck in my head. Well, one of them, anyway. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. If you want to brawl with me, you got to get the fuck in here. Those test subjects may still be here. No, it's... You know, that's the kind of thing they do in games. The originals are still around, they're the most dangerous of them all. There's page 3, though we already just read that. I just like to take it off so it doesn't keep glowing. The acid here is really having a hamper on my constitution. I suppose as long as if you pop a potion, you can stop your constitution from trying to heal you up, and try and preserve it. Okay, down to the next 4. Here I was hoping, somehow this place would have better drainage. Really asking too much here.
I can't do that yet.
You know what? Gonna pop out and head back to Devil's Crossing, get some food, and pop back in. Just gonna slather the stew all over my legs to cure the fact of melting away. Bowl soup. Wow, that was actually not terrible. Thanks. See, I guess he's got some lessons from the other guy. Also, is that new? That little arch. Hmm. So yeah, I knew nothing about this little bit here. I've tried to remain somewhat spoiler free. Haven't even looked up to see any necromancer, shaman, legendaries. Ooh. Cerix. Electrified. Okay. Metal strongbox. We got 52 homestead rep there, which is pretty generous. Ooh. More human remains. And they are throwing a few rations at me, which is nice. Do wish I had more poison and acid resistance. Would be quite beneficial here. I do know I have a component that offers some. Do I? I thought I did. Maybe I'm thinking the lightning resist. Oh no, anti-venom salve. Gives you extra health regen, armor, and poison and acid resistance. 20%. It's tempting to go slap that on. You know, I get the whole Descent to Madness thing. That's a commonly done, you know, thing. But we kind of just saw him. He's here, he's fine, and then suddenly he got mad. You know, it's rather rapid progression, you know? We didn't really see... Like, we didn't get to see enough of it, you know? It feels a little sudden. Oh, Elena, the first slit. Well, I was right. Enemy boss killed, 1190 XP, and we got 112 reputation for that. And even though it was a boss, it didn't really drop on. Yeah, that kind of suddenly came on us. Yeah, so he did end up using his family anyway. So I guess they never did clear this place out when they were, you know, nabbing the guy. Because, like, apparently he was, you know... Ooh, treasure trove. Don't have any dynamite with me, though. You know, he apparently was locked away in a prison for the rest of his life. But they never did clear out his lab, it seems. Well, I guess it's the fact that the note's still there are a testament to that. Alright. I'm surprised we didn't find the mom. Or unless I found the mom and killed her without even realizing. Then again, maybe she didn't survive the transformation and whatnot. They also said Elena, the first slit. Guess she must have been the first successful one. The rest, not so much. Mere stepping stones towards it. Oh, I was really hoping for a recipe. Hargate's formula, the impossible to decipher scribblings of the mad arcanist, are Oswald Hargate. Helena and Elaine returned early from their trip. While Elaine was otherwise occupied with her toys in the living room, Helena came down into the lab to find me in the midst of my latest study. The horrified look on her face is something I shall never forget. I tried to be reasonable. I explained that what she had witnessed was merely a stepping stone, that those men and women died so that her work would not be squandered as snakes and grobles. She did not budge. My wife, my partner, had betrayed me at this critical juncture. My work is too important to let emotional attachments get in the way. I did the only sensible thing. Let history judge my actions. With the unfortunate distraction dealt with, I returned to my results. The human snake hybrids had proven unstable and violent. I was assaulted on several occasions while attempting to study their physical functions, but those attacks proved to be little more than outbursts on the verge of death. All of the specimens died shortly after the procedure. The section revealed an incomplete hybridization of internal organs. With a dysfunctional digestive system, death was inevitable. But I wonder if perhaps the subjects were too old for the procedure to succeed. If I started over with a younger candidate, then perhaps I would finally have the results I seek. So yeah, he then did it on his kid, and it worked. So he just killed the wife. Ooh, Supreme Chest. Seal of the Royal Crown. Royal collection of jewelry told lost to the ravages of the Grim Dawn. The ring, 7 elemental damage plus 42% elemental damage plus 275 energy, 36 offensive ability, 38 fire resist, 32 lightning resist. There's 3 pendant, seal, and jewel. If you have 2, you get 5% cunning, physique, and spirit. If you got 3, plus 1 to all skills. Royal exuberance. Nice.
My inventory is full.
So yeah, he transformed his daughter. The other guy is kind of mad already, so I'm a little worried about him doing something stupid. But unlike the other guy, he is bourbon around to put a bullet in if needed. Okay. Where did it come out? Like, I'm just suddenly here, but I just kind of spontaneously appeared up here, you know? There's no tunnel around. It's kind of weird. So Elaine was the first. Elena was the first. Huh. Weird. It goes from here to here. Anyway, Elena was the first successful slit. And either he kept doing experiments thereafter and was eventually caught, or he used her to produce more. Then again, I would imagine he would need other slit to do that. Unless he was... Ugh, yeah, let's not go down that route. He probably just captured other people and mutated them. Yeah, let's go down that route.
Do you have something for me?
I'm very torn here. The origin of the slit. Oh, apparently, if in normal mode you get this quest after reaching honored, but when you complete the dangerous curiosity in elite, you get it straight away. Alright, so if you hand it over to him, you get the same amount of XP as if you keep it, but you get an extra chunk of, you get iron if you actually give it to him. But basically, it seems like the only difference here is whether or not you get paid for it. There's no rep, there's no nothing. It's just simply paying. I was just curious if it had any impacts or effects here, but this doesn't seem to state. So yeah, but anyway, the rewards in our case are on normal, 16,000 XP, and a relic blueprint. If you give it to him, you get a 2,000 iron as well. On ultimate, you get 100,000 XP, 20,000 iron, and a relic blueprint. So, payday.
Do you have something for me?
I have the formula right here.
Oh, good. Hand it here. Let's see what old Hargate had cooked up in that lab of his. Something on a relic he's used. That's a start. By the stars, it's all a mess. This will take some time to decipher.
They gave me the one that I already had, Squall. I was hoping for Guile. It's still 2,000, so got that. What exactly do you plan to do with these notes?
Well, sate my curiosity at worst. Find a way to revert some of the mutations induced by the ethereals at best. Where we fall in the spectrum depends on if I can ever make any sense of this jargon.
Good luck, I guess.
The shipments have started to arrive from Homestead. I suppose that means I can stop researching ways to turn Rifthound meat into something edible. A shame.
Any progress with Hargate's formula?
The man wasn't very good at keeping notes, I'm afraid. Most of what I've deciphered so far has been nothing but the random musings of a madman. Nothing solid to work with. Are you sure there weren't any other notes down there?
I'm pretty sure. The slit must be particularly virile. I'm just thinking, like, if he started with such a small... either he did a lot of work before he was caught, or, he only had a small batch done, and they just kept spreading from there. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna actually head to the Blood Grove. There is actually a merchant up here in the Blood Grove that actually can sell blueprints. There's also someone else somewhere here in the game that once per playthrough will actually sell a recipe. Okay, and he's just by the Blood Rift. The rift here. Okay, if you want to reach him, what you have to do is go this way. That was cooperative. Okay, and I'll just close the browser. But yeah, you can hear the game, you can hear me, I am recording, and you have footage. Good. I'm just worried something's gone wrong. That first set just is still throwing me through a loop. So yeah, you could actually see a bit of it there, which is bit of a hint. Still, I still missed it. Vig, Dala, and Benvold. Lay a finger on Benvold and you're a dead man. Can you tell me anything about the area? None you probably haven't seen for yourself. Darkvale's teeming with the cult of Chaton and their void terrors. Void Heron is under constant assault by either necromancers or Kaiman zealots. Neither side holds it for long. The Asker Mountains beyond Darkvale have become too dangerous for travel. The wildlife won't get you, then the Bloodsworn will. Ah, so if you side with Kaiman zealots, then the necromancers hold Fort Heron. But if you side with necromancers, Kaimans hold it. Makes sense. I was figuring as much, but it's nice to see confirmation. He's a rover, but are you guarding this man? Benvold's earned himself a reputation for collecting rare and precious goods, so he's had his share of thieves and cutthroats. Nowadays, I suppose, thieves are the least of our worries. Got all crazy out there. If you're looking for some exotic items to defend yourself, then if you're looking for some exotic arms to defend yourself, then Benvold is just the man you're looking for. Aren't you rovers? What about non-violence? Perhaps you haven't been paying attention, but the world's ending. We're not going to lie down. We're not lying down letting the apocalypse walk all over us. Fair enough. Skeleton key! Skeleton key! Skeleton key! If the stories are to be believed, this key will open nearly any ancient door. Skeleton key! Skeleton key! It is steep as hell. I'm losing a ton of money on this. And he won't buy that for much, you bastard. Oh, Death Watcher pendants. Huh. I guess this is what happens if you fight the necromancers instead. Instead of getting Kaiman's badges, you know? Okay. Is this the only way to get the Skeleton Key blueprint, I wonder? Grim Dawn. S-K-E-L-T. I did want to look it up before. It's normal reward for from descent into torment. But it can be bought from him. Okay, in that case, and he actually gives you a skeleton key and the blueprint for it. You know that side quest I have? Okay, in which case, I am not taking it. I'm not buying it here. It costs way too much. Still awesome to see, but no. So, anyway. So, at least now we know what Descent into Torment's gonna get me. And in fact, let's go do it right the fuck now. Broken Hills. Got a huge chunk of Homestead rep from running all that. I approve. Still puzzled on that little hidden area up there. Malex and the Stormweaver. You know, like it was a hidden broken wall, but there's nothing there. No. 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 I was hoping that new dungeon we got, the Hargate place, will be deeper. There's a few floors to it, you know? give me more time to get XP and whatnot. +1 to raise skeletons. Part of me feels that I could be a bit more casual about what I'm using here. I don't need to be too worried about some stuff. Like, I could be a little bit more cavalier about things. I only really need to worry about them once I get into, like, say, next difficulty, you know? Still find it funny about just how cavalier, remember the attendant was in the other place? Just how cavalier he was in speaking to us. Like saying about how, like, oh yeah, two of the gods used to go out and they were total bastards to each other, you know? Like, I was kind of expecting him to be a true devotee, kind of, you know, warped and changed and not, you know, human anymore, if you get me. But no, he was, you know, he was fine. I think he did seem bitter at his predicament, how he's just forever trapped as he is, you know? The heal off the heal off that belt is just too goddamn useful. And some level I feel I should turn off any of the loot limitations and just you know, try and gather everything, you know? Like I used to, because I have taken huge chunks to my income. And a ton of damage to that. Oh, fuck it. Keep hitting defaults by accident. I know in my mind it's like, oh, where it is means it's, you know, accept. But no, it's not. It's weird, like muscle twitch. Hope the Steps Torment scale correctly. I'm skeptical as hell that the I'll be able to do the latter 2 fours of it. So, you know, meant to be one of the earliest places in the game. But I suppose I could give it a crack. I don't think it's too expensive to make a thingamajig, and it seems like this quest actually doesn't give any necromancer rep to begin with, so I could have went and done it back in the day. Could have done it previously. So, it's just I saw there were necromancers, and I was realizing, shit, you know, that could be, I could get rep off this. Anyway, next place I'm going into is occupied by the undead. I'm quite a fair way from getting additional hero spawns, and I'm a fair bit away from getting getting to the honored with the rovers. Would actually be quite profitable if I could get the last 2 floors done. The extra rep and whatnot would be nice. Boom. Regenerating. They less bleeding, poison, acid resistance, but they have regen and better regen. Oh good, they've scaled to a good level. Not really a threat to me. Maybe more of my minions, but all it means is basically well, I'll be getting more XP off these guys than say the guys outside. Of Orion. That's very nice. Yeah, just electrified water. That's totally not the totally does have negative impacts for when you're standing in it. Oh, treasure trove. Guile. Juggernaut. Ethereal mutagen. A viscous aether-infused fluid that moves violently within the container when living flesh is near. Juggernaut. A force of destruction that will not be denied. +1 to all skills and soldier. Okay. %5 chance of 32 to 124 physical damage. Stun target for 1.5 seconds. Puts 28% physical damage. Plus 13 physique. 4% defensive ability. Your granted skills unstoppable. 100% chance when hit by a critical. You are like an unstoppable force, shaking off blows that would fell lesser mortals. 3-second skill recharge, 6-second duration, so you could end up having it 2 active at the same time, or have it refresh itself, either or. 6% chance, 6% plus 450 health restored. Percentage-wise, I think it's slightly weaker than what I currently have, but the flat health-wise, it's a bit better. Plus 80 health regenerated per second, and increases health regeneration by 25%. Very nice. Only when you get critted, but still, it's very nice. I'm still thinking would it help me with the queen. So we will be seeing more items again. You know, back to how it used to be. It means a bit more money. Storage space, for example, gets expensive. You know, if I find an NPC selling a blueprint, I want to be able to buy it. Might be there, you know, I come back later on. You know, a few sets later or what have you. So, need to grab as much as I can and just sell it off. Wish I could flag some stuff as auto-selling, unless it fits certain categories. Baurizar, Eternal Servant of Dreeg. Al Sadrin, Reflective. Am I hated with the undead? No, I've just got extra normal spawns. The daughter in the other place, she didn't have one of those orbs, did she? I thought she had one, then I didn't really see much drop. And I thought I didn't see it just there, you know? If I missed something, I apologize. I know how annoying that can be, but I honestly did not see any. Ooh, crumbling wall. Pain. Ooh, more enemies. Sadly, not many undead heroes down here. I'm just sad I don't have the extra spawns like I do with the others. I've been facing too many undead enemies. But I know that will change certainly when I get around to my second playthrough of this. Really nice and polite of the apparitions, not just throw through the fucking walls. Oh. Well, I stumbled into this place. There we go. Oh, Tenebrous, back yet again. Stake thrower. Concussive charge. Hurls a concussive bomb that leaves your target in it stunned days. I think I was trying to combine multiple words there together.
My inventory is full.
Oh, I never actually spent my points. Need to stop for a sec.